Hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel. So if you guys would like to see how we got this look, then just keep on watching. So to start off this look, I'm going to be taking the MorpheXJamesCharles Palette, and the first shade that I'm going to be taking is the one called No Beans. I'm just going to be placing that in our crease. And then going in with the shade 10% off just to blend out the edges and smoke out the look. Now taking the shade code James, and I'm just going to start diffusing out the edges and just really bringing it out. I'm just going back in with the No Beans shade to deepen up the crease. And then going back in with the 10% off shade. And taking code James to make sure everything is really blended out. So for right here, I'm just taking some concealer and I'm doing a cut crease. I'm doing half a cut crease, not a full. And then right here, I am taking the shade Ring Light and just placing that on top of the concealer. And I am going to go ahead and do the other eye off camera just to save some time. And I did go ahead and also put some eyelashes, and I did a winged liner as well. And for the winged liner, I used the Wet n Wild black liquid liner, and then for lashes I used the Tatti Lashes in style TL2. So now for the fun part, I am taking the white face paint from the Mehron palette, and I'm just going to start going around my eyebrows. I didn't want to do two circles for eyes today, so I did kind of like half-ish circles. I saw this one picture on Pinterest and I was kind of following it, so yeah. Oh, and I did go ahead and do my lips off camera as well, and for that I used the Nyx Brown lip liner and the MAC lipstick. Don't remember the shade name, but I will have it listed down below for you guys. So right here, I'm just drawing some little squiggly lines right in the beginning of my eyebrow. Now moving on to the nose. I don't really know how to like explain what it is, everything that I'm doing, so it's best if you guys just watch what I'm doing. But also for the nose, I didn't want it to be just kind of like a little basic skull nose. Alright, so now moving on to the forehead, I'm taking that same white paint and I'm just drawing squiggly lines down like the middle part of my forehead. I'm not taking them too far down, just very little, because I also do have a small forehead, so I didn't want everything to look like all like bunched up together. So right here I'm doing this like spider web design. So I'm just taking the white paint and I'm starting off with the kind of like the base of it. So I just did a line basically outlining my chin. And then I'm going to draw a line down the center and then 2 lines on the side. And then now I'm going to go in and draw like the web part of it. Alright, so right here I'm just taking some of the same paint and I'm just drawing like a little, I'm not sure how you would call this, just like a little swoop. There we go, a little swoop. And now I'm doing the mouth part, so I'm just going to do 2 lines coming out of my mouth and then I'm going to go in and do the teeth. Now for the teeth I just kept it very simple and did kind of like lines, just going across, so from beginning to end. Alright, so now going back up to the eyes, I'm just gonna draw some little like humps, I guess you can call them, and then I'm gonna go in and fill them in with the same white paint. Usually when I do my Halloween looks, I jump around a lot. So as you guys can see, like, I did the eyes first, and then I started doing like the eyebrows, and then I went to like the chin and all that. So yeah. So right here I'm just taking some of the same shades that we used for our eyes. So this is the shade No Beans, and I'm just gonna start giving depth and dimension to these little swoops that we did. I felt like they were a little plain, so I just went in and added some oomph to them. Alright, so now moving on to the nose, I'm just taking the shade No Beans and 10% off, and I'm just going to start shadowing the nose part. I'm really just going around the edges and then just going back in with like white paint just to define a little bit more of the parts that got covered with eyeshadow. And then I did also go ahead off camera and add rhinestones. So I added rhinestones on every little hump part of the eye, and then a few where the little squiggles were, around my eyebrows, and on the spider webs. So yeah, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this little Halloween look. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below, and until next time.